Hey Ricky, how are you this morning?
Good, good.
Okay, great. So what I wanted to talk to you about is how does a trainer slash MMA fighter go about shopping on Black Friday? You have some very specific techniques that I feel like could help a lot of people. Could you please share that with us?
Right, sure. And these techniques basically came through trial and error. I made multiple mistakes last year when I went to the 10 o'clock sale at Walmart, which I corrected this year. So the first thing you want to start with is you want to start with dressing the right way. You want to make sure that, one, you got a tight t-shirt on, so you can't get grabbed and snatched away from boxes or grabbed and snatched out of the line. You also want to make sure that you're wearing long pants to avoid the scrape on the shins. The
scrape on the shins. You scrape.
Comes down.
Can you demonstrate that again? What happens?
You know, the dirty ones, they come straight down on the shin like that. Makes you pick the foot up, and then they shove you out of the way.
Wow.
So then you're out of your place. Next thing is very important. Last year I thought about I want to wear boots to keep my feet from getting stepped on, but there's not enough traction with them. So you want to make sure you get sneakers, and then this is very important, okay? With the sneakers, before the bell sounds, you want to make sure you reach down and you get some traction on.
You need traction.
Friction there.
Okay.
And get them in.
Okay.
So you don't get pushed out of the way.
Nope. Okay. Sweet. Okay, so now that you've got the pre-shop gear on, tell me a little bit about what happens next, because apparently at Walmart, like, the bell goes ding and it is a free-for-all. So tell me about your stance, your grabs, tell me about the rest of it. How do we get out of Walmart with our loot?
Sure. So again, through trial and error, I learned from last year, you don't want to be one of the rippers. You don't want to be the first person up there with your hands on the boxes ripping through everything. Okay, what you want to be is you want to stand back directly behind and over top of the ripper.
Okay.
So you're going to get somebody, and I'm going to show how we
We're going to do the grab. We'll get somebody to demonstrate.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on. So the person to demonstrate, they're just ripping open the boxes.
Yeah.
But that's not where you want to be. You want to be you.
Yeah. Well, the position I'm going to take is I want to be right over top of the ripper. So this person here is the one that thinks they're going to get the slip and slurp baby first. Right? They've got two hands on. Now where I want to get is I want to get it to a point where the box is here. Right?
Okay, yeah.
I want to be able to reach over, but I got to be able to come down with it. Okay? So I don't want to get over here. I can't come down with it.
You can't come down, no.
At this point, I'm really a ripper and there's someone over top of me.
Gotcha.
So I want to be here. When the bell sounds, I want to get my arm curved so that I got the blade of my forearm here.
Right.
And when I come down over the top, the first thing I want to do is I want to hit her right in the trap. The stun, right there. You see how that breaks her down just a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. That would bring me down.
Down with it. Now I get the grab and I get the pull.
Okay, great. The grab and pull. And she's stunned. She's stunned. She got in there, but it doesn't matter because you got the slip and surf. So now you're good. Tell me, how do we get out of here?
Okay, now. From my days in basketball is where I picked this up from.
Okay.
There's always taught when you come down with the ball, you want to come down with elbows up. So it's the same thing in Walmart when you got the gifts, okay? I don't want to rely on my grip. I want to get them underneath here, and I want to get elbows up. I want to be packed, and I want to have the business end of the elbow turned forward. I don't want to be here. This is I'm holding on. I got a good grip, but I want to get business end up so that when I walk through, I'm not having a lot of problems.
Because if they're down, I can come in.
Yeah. There's whacking.
I want to be business. Plus, what this says is when I'm coming down the aisle, this says move. And when I come down this way, business end up.
That's awesome.
There's your Walmart.
There's your holiday Walmart Black Friday. You know, Ricky, I think a lot of people would have appreciated this yesterday.
Right.
But me even, like, I may actually attempt Black Friday now that I got the moves.
Right.
Now that I have the moves. So
have them for next year. Just remember,
yes.
Number one rule.
Yes.
Trample the weak, hurdle the day.
This is Ricky Rodriquez, MMA fighter, personal trainer, and Fitstudio365. You rock. High five. Awesome. We'll talk to you later.